All right, good morning traders. Welcome to the All Markets webinar. This is Bruce at Bookmap. We'll be going through the live analysis in the S&P E-mini or the NASDAQ or whatever market that you want to take a look at. It's the All Markets webinar. Anyway, the goal here is to understand the order flow, understand the participants in the auction process, and that's what order flow can offer you. Traders can only participate in the markets via their orders. That's why order flow is so important. Let's go through a couple of things here. Every Tuesday, 1 p.m. East Coast time, we have an onboarding webinar. So if you're new to Bookmap and you want to get up and running, download the software, install it, subscribe to data, connect it to data, and add an instrument. We'll go through all of the processes for you. It's pretty straightforward and simple, but we're here to guide you through. And then also the new course that we have on supply and demand and setups. This is something we put together, and I'll show you where it is. It's exclusively on the Bookmap Learning Center. It's free and open to all though, so all you have to do is go to bookmap.com and up here on the toolbar, click on education. That'll take you right to it, and then you'll see the course right here. There's all sorts of courses in here. Okay, we have a calendar below as well. But just want to show you this course because it's new, and there's setups in here based on supply and demand that is shown really well in Bookmap. There's 10 different setups in here. We'll be going through a lot of them during this webinar when they present. Okay, so free, open to all. Go check them out. They're very short and they're very dense too. They're packed with information. All right, so that's that. And then general disclosure: all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. The risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's jump in. Let's take a look at the S&P. I have a few trades I can go over with you guys in review and are actually a part of the setups here from the supply and demand course. So we can take a look at that. And I'm also just trying something out here that just kind of see what you guys think. And it's here in Discord. Hold on a minute. Oh, heck, where did I put this? Thought I had... Uh-oh. Okay, no, I have it up here. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, so I was just trying this out here. We'll see if you guys like this is based, find it interesting or helpful. Let me know. And again, this is only over here on Discord, so you guys on YouTube, if you want to come over, it's free to enter or partake in our Discord. You will need to use a registered email at bookmap.com though. Again, there's no cost to it. Just sign up, and then you'll be able to verify your email, and then come over here and get all these free materials as well as partake in our community. I just put this outlook for the day together, and we just had some data earlier this morning, so we got to take a look at that. But I want to just go through the market impetus and the technicals, and then our outlook. It's really important that we align some of these bigger picture things within the order flow because we want to be on that side of the trade. So Monday and Tuesday, for example, in this webinar, we were bullish. We were looking for bullish strategies and setups and trending environment. In fact, I think we put a trade on and let it run for the day. So, you know, this is where we can look for a much higher probability outcome if we are in line with what is moving the market both fundamentally, geopolitically, and technically. All right, so I've just kind of put this together, like just very, very briefly. Want to go through it. Tariffs news, our truce 90 days on Monday, or was it Sunday? And the market's gapped up tremendously. It's extremely bullish. Everything changes after that. That's why we're going through these market impetuses and how important they are. Tuesday, inflation data was less so. So this is bullish. There was talk about potential interest rate cuts, and bonds were reacting, and yield was going down. This is going to have an effect on all the markets. Okay, so we want to be aware of these things, and we want to go with these directions and what's moving the market. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday, big gains. Wednesday was I was looking for a choppy day, and it was still bullish, but because of the data. But we've already moved. We've already made some big moves. So today, 10 a.m. What was the data this morning, or just now? And let's see. It looks like. Oh God, I'm looking at the next week here. Hold on a minute. It's kind of mixed, looks like, but less than expected for consumer sentiment. And then the inflation expectations was actually higher here, so that's not so good. But so we got some mixed data for today, and we'll see the market reacting to that. Anyway, guys, I'll go through this really quickly, trying to just set the tone here and what we're looking for and why we're looking for a choppy day, and go through some of the scenarios in here. The volatility has come down. Okay, the VIX is below 20, and it's taken a while to get there, and that's rather rare, to be honest. But we are keeping an eye on our higher time frame swings, opens, closes, previous day, etc. If you're looking at point of control, or maybe whatever levels it is that you look at, and we'll be going through that in this webinar. And then outlook for the day is choppy. Okay, now we just went over the data, okay, and it's kind of mixed. And outlook is still bullish. I'm still bullish on the outlook here, but I know there's also going to be a lot of profit taking, and a lot of people closing maybe their positions end of the week. So we might have a sell-off. I'm expecting chop, but overall sentiment is we're still bullish here. So we're looking for reactions at key technical levels due to the chop, and we're looking for range bound strategies, but maybe we'll be looking also for smaller time frame trending environments as well, okay, on the smaller time frame. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to go through that, and this is in line. Thank you, Stephen. Here's a recording from the Bookmap Academy meeting yesterday, and why we are covering this is because, in fact, let me bring up that slide. This is important, and just a second here. So why we're covering all of this, it is very worthy. This is our Bookmap Academy program here. And this is a slide we've been going through about when you journal and build out your playbook. Okay, we're looking for our market impetus. Number one thing, what's moving the market? Higher time frame levels. Number two. Okay, these are your technicals. Time of day as well. This is also extremely important. The open is very different than the afternoon and the close. And then our checklist for our setups. And then we're looking, digging down deeper and looking for some sort of order flow event within that setups that can really give us an edge. Okay, so we're building out our playbook here. Okay, and we suggest taking one setup and create 20 markups of that and build out your playbook. Know that you have an edge. All right, so build that edge out. All right, let's move on here, and we'll look at the market. And here's our reaction to the data. We see that that the market didn't like that data, and it was the sentiment was bad. I believe it was the sentiment that was bad, right? And the market sold off. Or I'm sorry, it looks like the sentiment was higher than forecasted actually, so it should be good, but it wasn't. And you can see the chop in here. So look at the technicals, and look what happened here with the data. Okay, high liquidity down here on the bid in Bookmap. We trade right down to it and we bounce. Okay, the data came out right around here, so we came up to this technical level here of just this swing. We did not go up to this high liquidity, which is kind of shocking. And this has set the tone so far. So all of this in here, we are within that environment here, and we are just chopping around. Okay, so now we're going to be looking for opportunities and an edge in this chop. Okay, and if we don't see it, we just won't take it. And we'll be going through a lot of the setups from that setups course that we just put together, right? Okay, so top-down approach, and that's basically, we put this together several months ago with the fundamentals, technicals, outlook for the day, and then the order flow in Bookmap. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure about the next week, Stephen. It's light on the and this is very typical. All of the most important economic events happen early in the month, and then it's really back down to either geopoliticals or technical levels at that point. And if it's good and it sets the tone, we can trend the rest of the month. Anyway, it's that important. OPEX today, yep, that's true. So a good point there. So some profit taking as well, probably. All right. Oh, great, Shark. Okay, you liked it. That was good. And good morning. Trading is life. Luis. Okay. All right. I think we're caught up there. How about over on YouTube? Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Oh yeah, guys, please, hit the like button. Stephen does a great job there. I always kind of forget to say hit the like button. Anyway, all right. So, well, let's take a look and see what's going on here. We know we're in this zone already, and we're going to be chopping around in this zone. But we can look for maybe smaller time frame things within this zone. Or I can also go over previous trades that I took earlier today. So right now, yeah, I really not seeing much. This is good to see that the buyers here. I would look for maybe a move up to this 44, maybe 45 area here, but that's about it. Not looking for much of a move here. Three points or so if we can get up there, and we'll just avoid these kinds of trades in here, right? Right, so this will make it more likely we'll in the overall, we'll choose the good trades and we'll get rid of the bad ones. All right, so let me see any questions. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, I think I hope the advice, or we covered you yesterday, like was helpful in the Bookmap Academy. I really am a big fan of this setup here. okay, from this course. I really like this one a lot. We see it all the time. In fact, I'll cover it maybe now. It's the trend line break and accumulation. Like I said, I want to rename this one. I got to figure out how to do this with the back end and technically here. But it's basically we're looking for passive accumulation followed by aggressive accumulation. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Well, you can kind of see it even here a bit. Okay, here's our move, guys. Now, again, I'm not really looking for much. That we just traded into high liquidity in here, and you can see that I would look for now maybe mean reversion potentially here. Back down to either where it broke from here or maybe down to 59.40 in here. Okay, so now there is a couple things actually now that we do see some of the buying coming in. The accumulation here passively, okay, here, and here. Now it's nothing great, right? But we did break the low here, and then we got our buyers in here, okay, and then buyers in here. Again, I'm not really looking for much. We kind of chop around. There is something in here now. Actually, in hindsight, I didn't see it earlier. We trade into high liquidity here. We pull back, and they're bidding up higher in here, and we don't see any sellers in here. It exhausts out, and we get buyers again. Again, though, I'm not looking for much. Maybe up to 44. Hit that liquidity, and then maybe dip back down. VWAP, point of control, etc. down here around this 40 level. So we'll see here. We'll see if we get something like that. So far, nothing. I don't see any selling. And I do see high liquidity coming in here, though. Okay, so let's see if we can hit into this. And then we're looking for, first, we're looking for our passive accumulation. Okay, this is supply. We're looking for them to get filled. And then we're looking for our aggressive accumulation, which will happen in here. And that would be red dots in here we'd be looking for. Okay, we want to trade into this liquidity first, though. Okay, this is something, Stephen, that I'm really firm believer in. Like, if we don't trade into this in here, then we still may get the sellers in here, right? And we still may get the move lower here. But it won't be as strong as if we had traded into this high liquidity in here. And we get the passive accumulation here, then the aggressive accumulation, then we can get our trend. Okay, and these lead to very powerful moves. So this is how order flow can really help you. All right, so right now, if we don't get that, I kind of anticipate this to die out a little bit. We'll get some of the sellers in here, but we don't have that passive side here on, behind us. And likely it's just we'll get some chop in here. Okay, so maybe you do take a trade, but you're not looking for much. Okay, you can kind of front run high liquidity, or you're not looking for maybe it to come down here. You're just looking for it to come down to this 43 level instead. And then maybe that's it. Maybe you cut the trade at that point because you're not looking for a runner. Okay, I hope that makes sense. This can taper your expectations and keep you out of some bad trades, or reduce your risk in some of these trades if you do take them. All right. You can't stop sneezing today. Sorry to hear, Stephen. Yeah, okay, so here we go again, right? Okay, now high liquidity on the offer here, and we didn't trade into it though, right? But we found some sellers. Okay, great. We found some sellers in here. Now we just traded down to 43. We may get the move down to 40. Okay, but again, I'm kind of looking for some chop in here due to this high liquidity not transacting. All right. Good morning, Laura. All right. So in fact, so that's kind of is what is kind of unfolding right now at the moment. So not much to hang our hat on here. However, let's just zoom out here and let's take just a few moments and we'll go through some previous trades, if you guys are okay with that. Good morning. Good morning over EBOM over in YouTube and others. Yeah, let's take a look at this here. All right, so this is before the data, right? Here's what I saw earlier in the session. Okay, so obviously this is the overnight session. Okay, here's the market close from yesterday, and then the complete overnight session. And then around 3 o'clock London, you can see this pretty nice move to the upside. And where does it go? It goes directly to high liquidity, and it trades, and then it chops around in here. Okay, now at this point up in here, what do we have kind of going for us, right? This goes back to our checklist and the market outlook. Okay, so our plan, our preparation plan here, and let's take a look at the candlestick chart. Okay, so here's the daily over on the left, the hourly here on the right, or in the middle, and then on the right the 15-minute. Okay, so let's see, it was probably around in it was the overnight. So yeah, here's the move up at 3. Okay, and then this is the pullback here. Now on the daily, I mean, we're still bullish, right? Okay, we're still going up. And we just went up in the overnight pretty high, and then we see all this chop around up in here, a pullback. But then I started to see some buyers come back in. Okay, great. So now I put a channel around this, okay, a price channel. That's actually a new tool we have here, drawing tool channel. If you guys want to check that out. So we traded high liquidity. We got a bit of a pullback here. And then I kind of zoomed in here. And now this is a lower time frame trade. But, this is, like I said, it's more of a scalp than anything. But I'm bullish. We trade down into high liquidity in here. Okay. Now it's not much to hang my hat on, really, but I'm bullish, and we see some passive accumulation here by buyers, and then I saw the buyers come in here. I see exhaustion here. It's hitting the trend line as well. It's hitting kind of a technical level in here as well, and it's a pullback. So I'm looking for the aggressive accumulation now, and I got it here. And then I thought, well, okay, look, might as well take some off and see if we can get a runner, because since I'm going with the trend. So I got in 2 contracts. I brought one stop down, and then I got kind of in front of it here, just thinking, well, we'll just take some off and then get the runner here. Okay, in front of that high liquidity, take some off and then get the runner. Okay, and then I put in the price channel. And I started to look for my technical levels up in here. And I thought, well, maybe up here, but we're bullish though. So we're going to be trending. And I also now know that there are aggressive buyers coming in. Okay, so I'm looking for them to take it up higher, maybe hit this high liquidity up here. Okay, and I'll front run that high liquidity. Okay, and I got filled. Right, so that was that. Yeah, okay, maybe a little luck on the fill there. I guess I would have gotten filled up one more tick if I was still in there. And then it sold off, and it continued to trend up. But this was all I was looking for. Okay, we got a move back down, and it continued to trend. And then we got a pretty big sell-off once it hit the high liquidity up here around 58, 57. And then we see the move down. This is something I wanted to cover as well. Something similar to what Valefan had gone through yesterday in his setup. He's looking at his Camarilla levels in pivot points. Okay, and he's trading stocks. And he's pretty aggressive with his entries. But this is something we saw, and I think this is, again, something that we can really look into as a setup, or this is kind of that trend line accumulation in here setup. But look for that high liquidity to trade, okay, at key levels, and then look for the flush through. Okay? So this is our big stop run in here. In fact, let's put some. We're in the futures, so we can verify that as well. Let's turn on our stops and icebergs. Where is it? Stops and icebergs. That's the subchart, though. I don't want the subchart. Well, we can turn on the subchart too. This will tell us. I know I have it here. It's just re-released, so it was updated. I might have taken it off. Anyway, let's take a look at the subchart here, and then here's our stop run here, right here, okay, and icebergs. Wow. Okay, so this is a beauty, actually. So this confirms it, right? So this is a flush through. We got high liquidity down, some liquidity down here at 43, and after trading into high liquidity over here, okay, we have a big stop run, and then we also have an iceberg accumulating here as well. Okay, so I didn't see that. Now I'm just looking for the aggressors. Okay, and I saw them start to come in a little bit in here. Look for a pullback. I got in here, and not looking for much, and just wanted to take my profit up here in front of this high liquidity and this structural area here. And that was it, right? After seeing these events in here and this flush through like this, I'm looking for the move back up. Okay, it came up a little bit higher and above the swing here, and then we see all sorts of stuff that happened here. All right, so our cash open, and right before the cash open, some volatility. Anyway, any questions on some of those setups? And this is what we went through in the Academy meeting last night as well. So that's why I wanted to cover it. Okay, because this is a pretty good example, I think, from Valley fans. All right. Okay, so let's see, where did we leave off here, right? I know we said chop, and I think we went a little bit higher here into this high. I don't know, I can't remember where we left off, but you can see what happened. We went into higher liquidity up in here, and then our sellers came in. Okay, now we're down at the bottom of the range in here well, we haven't quite hit it yet, right? Let's see, Shark, if the market gives us an opportunity, can we look at exhaustion and absorption? Absolutely. This is one of my favorites, Shark. So really, I think these two are the ones, a lot of these resonate with me. I really like the wedge pattern in here. The low volume pullback is actually a kind of a favorite of mine as well. But just recently, like, we've seen such good, nice examples of absorption followed by exhaustion, like in this example here. The other one is this trend line break and accumulation that we're just covering now. Accumulation with the passive accumulation followed by the aggressive accumulation. Now here it's doing it again. But what is our kind of feel on this one? I don't like it. Okay, we see the aggressors, they're breaking some structure in here, but I just don't see enough passive accumulation in here to justify a strong move. So I'd look for maybe the next level down here, 35. Okay, before I want to see that accumulation passively. Okay, and the aggressive accumulation looks great in here. This looks fantastic, right? But again, these are kind of short-lived typically. It might come up here and then just kind of reverse around, and but when we get both on each side here, especially after a big sell-off. Now this isn't a big sell-off, it's a move to the bottom of the range, but you guys get the idea. If we have kind of oversold and then heck, high liquidity and then a stop run flush through and then some aggressive accumulation, great. We should get a move up to the structural area or the swing or high liquidity on the offer here. It might be maybe also your VWAP or something like that. VWAP is cutting right through this here, so you can look for those, right? So yeah, see how like this will keep us away from taking that trade in here. Okay, we're looking more for 35. Okay, and did they get filled? All right, so let's see if we get it, Shark. Let's see if we get our absorption here first. Okay, which it's not yet. And then we look for the exhaustion. This will work beautifully also with your 1, 2, 3 pattern, Shark. Just beautifully. This was something, Shark, I also wanted to mention to you. Like I think I did before, but the with your 1, 2, 3 pattern, which is basically like kind of like a skewed double top or bottom. If you take that with the trend, it's so much better. So kind of like this example here, is trending down, and it's a little more convoluted here because of the open, but we're trending down. You get absorption, you get exhaustion, and then once you look for those sellers to come in again in here, look for that momentum to continue to the downside. If this was a reversal, like maybe a double, like a 1, 2, 3 pattern down here, I find it a lot more tricky, and it takes more time to kind of turn around typically, but look for this kind of extended move here, and then these two things, absorption followed by exhaustion, and then go with the trend. Once you see the sellers come in, you can get some really nice moves because you're going with the trend. Okay, so let's see. In fact, this was a potential. I almost took it. I thought, well, let's hold off here. It's not much of a trade, but it would be a scalp. This would be your low volume pullback here. Okay, clearly. And we didn't trade into this high liquidity yet. So that was another reason why it's like, well, this isn't a potential opportunity. Back to here, sellers looking for them to test that high liquidity. You would have gotten a couple points out of it or so. Okay, but it's the concept really. Understand the concept, and then you can look for these things like on much higher time frames. All right, let's see what's going on here. Coming down to where that data point was not the low of the day so far. That's actually down here. And let's put a line there, but I also want to put a line where this data came down to. Okay, so that's pretty good actually. That rectangle is. Okay, so we have kind of a zone now to take a look at in here between maybe 32 and 33. Okay, that's another potential low volume pullback right there. Let's take a look at this. Maybe we'll take a shot at it. I don't like taking this trade down here at the edges, but let's see if we can take a shot at it here. If we start to get squeezed, we'll just exit it. But you know, we see the selling again. And there was some accumulation here because of that passive accumulation. But if we see that aggressive accumulation, we're out. We got it wrong. Okay, and that actually looks like what's going to happen here. But let's see here. We haven't broke the structure here yet. And I'd just be looking for the move down to about this 32 area here. It's still low volume and it's still a pullback. Okay, let's move our targets. And we can maybe look at more of a move here. Well, let's put it in front. We're looking for our zone down here. So we'll put it down here at this 32.5. And you can see how thinly traded it is down here. So we're looking for a flush through, basically. You know, it's going to be looking for kind of a stop run into these areas down here. Okay, let's move our stop down. So we're kind of at a break even there, basically. I'm just looking for it to move or work. If it doesn't work, then we're out. You know, that's it. That's why the stop is moved down. Okay, bottom of the range. And there we go. Okay, so let's see if we get a flush through though. So we're filled, but and we're out, but it's in our zone here that we're interested in, and I'm still kind of looking for a flush through, to be honest. And a nice little stop run down through these areas, maybe down into 30 or 28 down here. Might be pretty good. And then we'll look for if we trade down into here and that we get that passive accumulation down here, we'll see if those aggressive buyers start to come back in. That's right, Shark. Yeah, you mostly use it as a counter trend pullback to join the larger marching army. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Can't believe I know I just maybe I took it off yesterday, but Let's go and add on stops and icebergs on chart. We have a new release on it, so anyway, I don't know if it was released quite yet. Here's the sub chart. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is why. All right, so let's install it. There we go. That'll help. And now we can put it on the chart. Okay, so now we're kind of stalking. Actually, let's take a look at our bigger picture here first. Okay, so 15-minute chart, we're coming down into maybe some of these levels down here. So we still have some room to run here into like 27 or even lower down into 23 or so. And that would be it's 18 or 20 here on the hourly. All right, so there's potential here to run and potentially get a trend here. But we're going to be looking at this passive accumulation, and then let's see if we can get the aggressive accumulation as well. That was a little too much, guys. Okay, and stops as well. Looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, 27. All right. So did they get filled? Looks like they got filled in here, and nice stop run. Okay. Now here comes some. Now this is just a pullback right now. This is an accumulation. Okay, and we're also looking for it back up above here, 27. Okay, there we go. So now let's see if we can get this here. Now it's still kind of a low volume pullback at the moment, but let's see if we're looking right around in here, around 28. All right, let's give it a shot here. Starting to see that aggressive accumulation right here on this bar and this dot. And then let's see if we can get a move higher. Now we're looking for back to our zone first. It could even come back to mean reversion type of trade here, or VWAP here. Okay, so again, we did see the passive accumulation, and now we're looking for the aggressive accumulation in here. All right, and then I'm going to target this area here. Now these moves, like I said, can be really good. We might get the move all the way back to 38 up here. But I'm just looking for top of the range, hit the single here, build some confidence, and look for this high liquidity here at 32. Okay, just in front of it there. I'm going to move my stop up, and it'll be a small loss if we come back here. Okay, so you can see we're kind of in a battle now. Yeah, we found the passive accumulation, and we found the aggressors in here, but see how it tapers off up here, and now we have some sellers coming back in. We got kind of a little bit of a battle in here right now. We'll see who's going to win this. So far so good, and let's see, we should hit that. They should be able to hit that. Buyers, that big dot there. Should find some interested buyers a little bit above that. And trade into that 32, 33 area. Okay, high liquidity on the bid. See them bidding up in here. This is good. It's good to see. Back, let's take a shot at this. We'll look for a total mean reversion trade here, and we'll keep our stop where it is, and let's see if we can get a bigger move out of this. It's okay. It's not the greatest here, but we do have a few things on our side. We do have the accumulation passively, and we do have the stop run through. And the accumulation on the aggressor side it's looking okay. And what I do, or my decision, I think I like looking at some of the selling in here and that they're not getting traction, so I'm looking for a stop run or a squeeze to the upside, is kind of what I'm thinking here. So now I'm really kind of watching though how this liquidity, is it pulling, is it getting filled, are the aggressors running out of steam here on the buy side? Welcome, Max. Okay. I guess we can move up a little bit here. I mean, basically break even. Yeah, well, actually right at break even. Guys, this is not a trade recommendation. It's not a trading room. You can see what we're doing though. We're going through these setups and then want to show not only the setup, but also like considerations to the management, right? Due to the order flow. Again, I always have to, I feel compelled to repeat this because it is not a trading room. I am in demo paper trading mode. You can see it's right here. This is my ES demo sim account here. All right. It does say real down here, but we offer a demo account in Bookmap, and that's what I'm trading in right now. Okay, so let's see here. We're coming up to the swing. How is that liquidity working out here? So they are pulling, right? So we still might get a move up into 40 basically, but you can see we're starting to hit point of control area, and we're going to get some traders taking profits up here. So I may consider taking some profit as well. Yeah, I'm just going to move it down. I saw a little bit of exhaustion, a little bit of selling in here. So I'll take my profits, and that's it. That's the trade. Okay. Do you guys want to review that? Just go over this again. It's in here. It's in the. Sorry, Shark, I didn't see this set up yet, but we'll look for it again. Absorption, exhaustion. But it was this one here, the trend line break and accumulation. Okay. Again, passive accumulation followed by aggressive accumulation. If we zoom out, I don't really see it right now, right? This looks horrible, but we were zoomed in and we saw the buyers come in, and it was kind of above where this selling took place after the stop run and after the accumulation on the bid. Okay, passive accumulation, aggressive accumulation. And I mean, let's take a look at this in here. I think it maybe went against us like just 2 ticks. I want to show this because I was talking with Laura earlier today, or chatting with Laura, and she had questions on maximum favorable excursions and maximum adverse excursions. So just to review some of that, this is all free in Bookmap. Just go up to your configuration add-ons or configure add-ons, and then go down to your trading statistics right here. Click on that, and you can open it up here, and you can see all of the trades in here, you know, this is where this one has a little more data than the journal. So we did it this way on purpose, so you can copy and paste this and put it into your Excel spreadsheet or whatever you use. And then we have actually 4 different data points here. This is your maximum adverse excursions, how much it went against you, and this is after a certain amount of time post that, how much should it go against you. So you can kind of gauge, did you how much did it go against you? Did you do the right thing? Like the MFE. Okay, here's MFE, which is maximum favorable excursions, how much it went for you, and then here's the post, right? And you can see that post on this one went up 4 more ticks, or 3 more ticks than what we had put in here, or we took our profit at 11, right? Something like that. But this is how much it went for us. Basically within that trade, and then after that trade, it's for only some minutes after. That's the post here. I have to look that up to be honest, and tell you the right time measurement there. Anyway, so just wanted to show you the trading statistics, but then it's the trading journal here that's really great. So let's go to open up the trading journal. You can sync it right here, and then we'll open it up here. And that will open up our trading journal. Okay. And oh boy, see how these can turn into such nice moves here. I mean, trading is life. I'm sure you probably just took your profit up to VWAP. Beautiful move there. And it looks like it still has some room to run here, and the high liquidity is up here at 40. Okay. So, and there's still some buying pressure behind it, so still looking for it to continue here. I know we're going to get our VWAP traders here, and we also got high liquidity filled here. Keep an eye on it. You can trail your stop up basically. All right, let's go back over trading statistics, and let's take a look at the trade here. So you've got all these different metrics in here to take a look at. Profitability in terms of time and day, and how long you're in a trade, and what's your win-loss ratio, etc. You can filter by dates in here, or you can also filter by instruments in here as well. Okay. And then this is the dashboard, and then there's these tabs in here. So we're going to go to the trade history, and this is our trade. Okay, so or these are the trades we took earlier, just today. Okay, so here it went against us just 2 ticks, right? Now it's duplicated here because I have it going into 2 accounts: my simulated demo account and also my main trading journal account. That's why you see it duplicated here. All right. So anyway, yeah, it went against us 2. Our other trade that we took earlier, that went against us 8, and it went for us 11. Okay, so this is good information here. To take a look at here. Here's another one. I don't know if this was. Let's see. This was earlier today at 9 o'clock. Okay, so went against me 1, it went for me 10, and I just took my profit. Anyway, I hope that I don't know if you're still in here, Laura. That helps you make. Yeah, you're still here. Make some sense on that. You can go back and take a look at it right here and verify it like we did. It went against us 2 ticks, 1 and 2. And this didn't trade down here, so it didn't count that the best bid went down there. You use both every day. Yeah, sounds good. Trading is life. Hey, document your trades. I mean, we're looking, want to go over your stuff in the academy. And put your playbook together. God, maybe we should have a contest. Someone who comes up with a playbook of 20 wins something. And probably Laura's going to win. She's already like probably well ahead of us all here. All right, so yeah, you can see it struggled here up above the VWAP here. It did trade into this high liquidity, it looks like. Yep, right here, right? So there you go. So you've got your VWAP traders up here. Again, like what we're looking at here and covering, let's just take the liquidity heat map off. Okay, if you're a VWAP trader, okay, so it traded up to VWAP, it kind of chopped around it, and then it broke it here. Now just align your VWAP with liquidity, okay, and it's here, right here. Okay, so also down here, but there was still some more buying pressure, and the next level of liquidity was here, which did trade, and then it struggled to go higher after that. It's too bad, Shark. This would have been a good example to show maybe some exhaustion up here on this one, but we didn't really get it. There was some trading here. I would have loved to have seen this leg here with the absorption followed by exhaustion and these legs here. This is kind of, it almost looks like a false breakout here, right? It's kind of a little wedge pattern in here because, you do have a cluster of selling, a couple clusters of selling here, and then it's choppy in here. But if, for example, this stronger move, we saw more continuous buying all the way up to it, and then we saw the pullback in here being on much lower volume, which it is not. If we did get that though, and then we get more buying coming back up in here, we would look for this to break out. Okay, instead, you can see the buying came up in here and it's kind of a false breakout. It didn't really break out. It just kind of came up to the top, and then you see the selling come back in. And now the buyers are right back here again though. Tahoe 77. New here. Well, welcome. What's the academy? The Bookmap Academy. Let me show you. Just go to bookmap.com and then click on the More button, and you can go to the academy here, and you can read about it here. You can ask also in the chat rooms here, and the academy chat room you'll have access to. You can apply right here and partake in it. Come to the meetings, and basically you'll journal your setups. Here's something Alois just put together. Okay, he's looking for something in here. It's kind of, he just kind of mildly marked it up here, but anyway, you'll see some really nice markups, beautiful stuff by a lot of the traders, and they're building out their playbooks. It's free, it's open to all, so it's a great resource. Really, the great resource is the it's great to get feedback from the coaches. We will go over your trades if in the Bookmap Academy meeting. They're selected. Okay? It's a round robin. It depends on who's creating content, but the greatest resource you'll probably get is the like-minded traders in the Bookmap Academy community. Okay? It's really great. I mean, like, you guys are doing such great work, and it's helping. You're making better trades. We see it. All right, so now this is looking much better for a breakout here, right? So I actually am going to shy away from it, but I am looking for a breakout here up into this 42. Let's just do it. We'll go for it here. All right, so now I'm not looking for much, right? It's a very small, tight little range in here, and I might get squeezed, but I'm looking for just a breakout in here. Here's why. we came up in here, we sold off, we traded down here, and then look at the buying aggressive accumulation up here, right? Now, I would have loved to have seen more filled in here passively. Okay, so we might get another move down and then come back up and whatever, or all of these traders up here are going to get squeezed, right? But yeah, this just looked really good in here to see this kind of accumulation in here by the buy side. All right, I'll hold it to about here. If we don't rebound here right about where we just came to, then I'll exit the trade. Okay. I didn't really like it too much to begin with, but we got to get those aggressive buyers come in right now. Yeah, I'm out. Hold off just a second. Yeah, I'm out. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. Yeah. We didn't have all the pieces in here, but boy, I just I love seeing this kind of accumulation up here like this. It just looks like it's ready to break the top of that range. Okay, if we come back up again and see accumulation again up here, we'll take it again. We'll look for it. One of the things that just makes it higher probability is to see accumulation on the bid. Okay, we're not getting that right now. Okay, so that should probably just be a filter for it. I mean, we had this and this that transacted, and it was just kind of back and forth in here. Okay, this is kind of our wedge pattern in here too from the setups checklist. How do you get VWAP on here? So you'll go up to studies, the configure add-ons here. And if you don't see it in here, which you probably should see it in here, if you do not see it's anchored VWAP, a VWAP. If you don't see it, click on add-ons manager. That'll bring up your plugins manager, and you should see it under here, under the level 1 in here. If you don't, scroll down to the bottom and available for install, and then install it. Let me know if that works, Richard. There you go. Thank you, Alois. That's great. Yeah, put a link in there for you. All right. Well, again, we kind of covered this before, that we anticipate more of a chop in an area if we don't see that passive liquidity getting filled. Okay, so here we come back up again by the aggressors, and likely we'll get our breakout here. Again, here's another retest down here. In fact, I'm going to take this, and here's why, because I think we'll trade at least up to here to 40. So I'm trading up to here, then I'm looking for more accumulation, then I'm looking for the breakout, right? So you can trade it up to it as well. And there's our breakout. Okay, and I'm still looking for a little bit more than that. Probably up to about 45, to be honest. So let's move our stop up, or our take profit. Now, if we trade into 42, then I think maybe we'll just take our profit there, because we don't have that behind us here, right? That passive buying. And we didn't even trade into this liquidity yet. Okay. So this is all aggressor. Well, now we're trading into some liquidity. Okay. Now let's see, is there more buying pressure here? Probably a bit, and it's probably going to be stops. Yeah, I'm gonna take it in front of the 42 liquidity here, and also move my stop up to break even here, right? Okay, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We didn't think it had much to it, except for the aggressors, and just looking for the first level of liquidity in this case, up at 42. It is choppy. Trading is life. Yeah, we're going to get stopped out. I mean, really, you can see how this just kind of bashes around in here, and you're going to be stops on one side, stops on another side, and it really doesn't. That's why, like, I really like this setup of waiting for that accumulation passively and then aggressively. And this was kind of an aggressive move here too, with the entry. Well, not a whole lot, but a little bit, looking to trade up to here, up to this level up in here. And then likely we would extend it, just because, you know, we see such large buying in here. Trading is life, not good for your mental capital. I mean, you can just look for your setups, and you know, put these pieces together, like the aggressors and the passive orders. This context, own the skills. You know, I mean, you could turn these, like, if it doesn't trade into high liquidity in some of these areas in here, you know, you can kind of even look for the aggressors on the other side to take it into the mean, and try to target that high liquidity on the other side. Now, again, here come the aggressors. Now we have some sellers here that we should break, that we should hit 42, right? I would look for it, maybe up into 45. But again, it's only aggressors here, so we're not looking for much out of this. Yeah, hit your base hits, your singles, exactly. Trading is life. Okay, you don't understand, Kyodimon, the difference between passive and aggressive. Okay, I would recommend that, here, let's take a look here. Okay, so there's our move into 42, right? And it traded 162 stops. Now, if we get a move up higher, again, it's only aggressors, and likely it's just going to be a stop run. And I would look for a fade back into, you know, I mean, yeah, I think we're going to get some chop. It's going to be hard for it to trend and break out. All right, so what was I going to go over? The oh yeah, okay. So the Learning Center, okay, and this will be really helpful for you, I think. So go to Education, and then scroll down here and go to our Market Mechanics course. Okay, this will go through it in detail, and it's really, really important to understand the market mechanics. Okay, for any kind of trading, you know, if you're using Bookmap or not, it doesn't matter. Like, you really need to understand your market mechanics. What makes these markets move will make things much easier for you. Okay, so we go through it in detail here in these diagrams, understanding like the best bid, the best offer. Market sell takes liquidity off of the best bid. This is a demand or supply and balance here, more on the offer. It affects price, or in this case it did, and this is that context part in here. But understand, it's the limit orders here. Okay, the dots here, these are the aggressors. These are the ones that move price. Okay, because if you hit market sell, market sell, market sell, you're going to take all the liquidity on the best bid and it will move down one more tick and start to trade into that liquidity, those limit orders. Okay, the limit orders are considered passive orders. Okay, limit buy and sell. Right, so these are limit sell orders up here. And these are passive orders. This is passive supply. This is where sellers are lined up to deal at these price levels. Passive buyers are down here on the bid at these price levels. This is where they want to trade. Okay, and see, watch the aggressors here. Okay, see all the aggressors here. Now, if they take all the liquidity here at this price level, they'll move it up, and then they'll trade into higher liquidity here. There you go. Right, and there was a little bit of a push here. See how this high liquidity came in behind it, and we didn't find, these are passive orders, but they're being pretty aggressive with their activity. And I hate to, it's not to be confusing. It's still, they're passive orders, but they're very close to the best bid here, and either they're stuck and they're trying to get out, or maybe they're trying to spoof and maybe they're really up here, and that's where they want to trade. And so now you can see this had an effect on price. And I would look for, here, we'll even take a position on it. I would look for this to trade up here. Right? Because now we're seeing some activity here on the bid, and we're seeing a reaction to it as well. And now they pulled, so I don't like that. But let's see when they're back in now. All right, so here we'll just take our profit up here at the high liquidity at 45. We get it. It's probably just going to trade 43 and then fade. Okay, so we get kind of stuck here. See how we got kind of stuck? Looking for just to move up into this 43 and maybe a big stop run to 45, but now they pulled and now we're getting aggressive sellers, so we're stuck. All right, so we're just going to get out of the position. Okay, we might find aggressors again, move it right back up, but that's okay. I'm not looking to get squeezed and have this sell off down to VWAP here or below. Richard, in terms of add-ons, I really would recommend just going over the liquidity heat map and understanding it. I don't, you can, look at all sorts of add-ons, but the add-ons are not really to, they're there as a guide. They're there as more of a confluence, not as a signal. Okay, I would say one of the best ones is the stops and icebergs, which I don't even consider an add-on really. It's just showing you order flow, but the order types that are transacting. Okay, well, due to this lack of liquidity or transactions, we're seeing a pretty choppy environment in here. Let me see if there's any questions over how do you make the volume bars higher or larger. Okay, you see the number down here, 300. Well, that number is going to change when you zoom, and it just gives you, this is 900 is the volume, and you can kind of judge then, okay, this was probably like, 800, 750, something like that. So just hover over it though, and then just left click, hold, and drag. Okay, and release. Okay, caveman. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're again, like, these are just little examples in here, using orders to understand kind of what we're looking for. We did go through some setups though, as well, but again, it's not a trading room. It's not um, any sort of recommendation. We are in demo paper trading mode to show you how to manage some of these trades or some of these setups. And it's a whole nother side of it, and I think a lot of education out there doesn't go over that, and I think it's really important. I mean, look at this trend in here. It's pretty horrible. So let's use that trend channel tool. Okay. And I guess we can extend it a little. Oh yeah, we can just right click on it and go to edit and extend it. Yep, there we go. Actually, I'm looking forward to trade back down here and potentially even break it here. Let's see if we can. We're just kind of missing it, and yeah, we just kind of missed it. So I think that the trend is kind of ending here, and you can see it punctuated into that 42 liquidity, and it just we thought, well, maybe we're back up here, maybe we get that stop run and that move up into 40, 43, at least 45. We didn't, and then here's our lower high, more selling. And then just in here was looking for the move back down to the bottom of the range, or even more potentially. I would say bottom of the range. Just looking at the liquidity coming in here at 36. All right. Any other questions? Yeah, that is a low volume pullback. I don't like it though. Low volume pullback is there's something kind of some tricks to it in that setup, and we might get the selling to continue here, but look where all the selling took place on the sell side here, right in, it's really right in here, especially here. Okay, so, and we can see buyers back up above it here. That's why we want to see the low volume pullback, which it is. It's there's more selling here, but really the selling took place here. If we saw it through here, it's way better. We're just looking for a mild retest and then selling to come back in and trade back down to the bottom of the range here. And now we got the trade back down to the bottom of the range, but I think I hope you understand what I mean here. We want to see that consistent selling in here and then very little buying on the way back up. Just going again with the majority of the traders. All right, guys, we're coming up to the European close, end of the day for Europe, end of the week. So we'll probably see some back and forth in here. Oh, good, Rob. Yeah, this channel tool is fantastic. So the you can hold down the here. Let's go over it because for the ray, align, and the channel, you can hold down the shift key, and it will make it either 90 degrees, 45 degrees, or horizontal, 180. Okay, so hold that down and then draw it out. Also, if you want to single, okay, so yeah, we're still in drawing mode. You got to come back in, you got to click on edit here. You'll need to either edit here, or I'm using the hotkey E for edit, and then I click on it and I can edit immediately. All right, so we've kind of turned into this kind of environment here, slightly trending up to sideways action. Wow. Ade Kyoto-man, you've really, thank you. Highly recommend the Bookmap Academy, best community I've found to learn about different philosophies and trading styles. It's really great to hear. Thank you. We really try to bring that to the community. So thank you for that. The would love to see more from you. So fill out your spreadsheet. Again, like filling out that spreadsheet, I just think what's so important about it here is it's really, okay, it's great that you share it and it's out there for everybody, but you're doing it for yourself, and build this playbook and create 20 markups of one setup that works for you, and become an expert at it. Like, this is what's going to make the difference. Really, I mean, it'll be night and day difference. Use replay mode. Record your data. Use replay mode. Don't be afraid to use replay mode. And you can even, yeah, Laura, thank you. And Trading is Life, you guys. It's great to hear. But Shark and Laura have been using replay mode for their content, and it's fantastic. Who cares? Rob, I think you've been using it too. And trade from replay mode, and okay, you're kind of cherry picking it, and don't worry about that though. It's really about like how you are understanding your setup and honing your skills around that setup. It's awesome. I mean, it's such a quick way to learn and get better. Yeah, there's no replay mode in the Thinkorswim version, Tahoe 77. Yeah, Shark, yeah, thank you. Replay mode is an amazing learning tool. It really is. And you can get so good at recognizing your setup and then knowing how to execute when it comes. Because here, like, if you see something like happen, take it again, rewind it, take it again. Did you mess up? Okay, what did you see? And then just take it again. If you take the same trade like 5-6 times, you're going to get good at it. And then just you can use the replay mode anytime. Tahoe 77, you might want to consider just getting Bookmap Global for a month or so, and using that replay mode, recording your data. We're going to be sharing files, replay files, like for example today's. I'm not quite set up yet, guys, but I want to do that so that you can replay today's action. Go back and take a look and replay it. No, you cannot convert the Thinkorswim version to full Bookmap. Yeah, you would have to cancel your Thinkorswim version. Let's see, Stephen, you've been doing a lot in sim. Yeah, I mean sim is good. Forward testing in sim is great. Using replay mode and then noticing it, and then you can even speed it up in replay mode, and then when you forward test in sim, you know what you're going to be looking for. Build that confidence. All right, guys. I mean, here we're seeing again, like, this move down below the channel and then the move back up. Okay, it's looking even better for the breakout again up to 45 here. But we're just not seeing that liquidity though. So we're just getting aggressors in here. So maybe up to 45 and then fade right back down. There's a lot of buying coming in right now though. But this is the target here, 45, and there it goes. Okay, this one's a lot easier to on the eyes here. You can see, look at the size of the dots and the follow through here. Anyway, guys, Tom B is up next. So thanks everybody. Hit the like button over in YouTube if you can. That always helps. Do a Sniper Trader? No, I'm on every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. The Bookmap Academy is on Thursdays at market close. So anytime you want to come, you can sign up. Again, there's no cost to any of this. Yep. All right, guys. Well, yeah, have a good weekend, everyone, and we will catch up with you on Monday. All right. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.